Okay, let's clear Annihilation 19, Pausenstrabe with the high-end AFK strategy. This is the squad we're gonna use, basically Flag Vanguard, then Thorns, 2 Medic Defenders, so Sarah plus Nerl, Nightingale, another strong healer, I will use Telopsis, so AoE one, then Ifrit, Lapland to substitute another Ranged Guard, just a small with high attack range, and he's done. And then, if you want, you can even use a Sea-Rush, for example, but just remember, keep in mind that you will need to time the skill, and in that case it's not AFK anymore. And then I will use Mizuki. You can use, for example, just an Ambusher. Okay, any Ambusher is fine. If possible, try use Mizuki, because Mizuki has a bit of damage, but even if you don't have, it's still fine. I will show you later why I need Ambusher. And then Horn is not necessary. But if you have, Horn can help a lot to kill the enemies. So yeah, you can substitute. I mean, I tried, for example, with the Zima instead of Horn. Yeah, that can work. But in that case, it's better if you bring some minor trigger skill. For example, Nightingale's third skill to prevent Ifrit to be killed. So yeah, it's better if you bring a Horn. Anyways, these are the 10 operators, let's do it. Let's choose dots, up to you guys. Now let me show you. Latania. This is the squad. First of all, immediately mirror here face on bottom side to kill the TP. Remember, operators, if operators outside of the... how is called this thing? This laser, will recover the skill points slower. Just keep that in mind. Now, Thorns here on top side, the operator with another ranged guard on bottom side. But the type of like attack recovery, defense recovery are not affected. Only automatic recover are affected by the laser, by the fluid. Plus. So remember to bring the Vanguard here, else you will get the DP really slowly. Just keep get DP. Then deploy the ranged operators first. So first of all, Nightingale here face on right side. Then Telopsis here face on top side. So Telopsis can also help Miracle to charge the skill faster. Yeah, just to keep in mind that I only shows you a way to clear it. If you have different operators, just change a bit the formation, but the main strat is basically that one. This one is main strat, basically Ifrit, because Ifrit here face on bottom side can cover all the 3 lanes, and you can, how to say, just the rest of the operators just bring enough healing and enough damage to kill enemies when Ifrit is knocked down by a specific type of enemy later. And then there is another easy way with basically Chongyue, you know. Chongyue is really strong on this map, and because he by himself has a lot of damage. Just deploy Chongyue in the middle, here or here, can attack this and this lane as well. Chongyue's damage is literally huge. Okay, Thorn skill activated. Now just to get more DP before deploying Ifrit, you can prepare other operators first. So basically Thorn here face on the right side. You get DP. Because a lot of enemies will spawn and idle here. So if you have a Horn here, you can deal a lot of damage, especially to the boss, the mini-boss. But if you don't have a Horn, it's fine. Just to bring at least a 2-block operator, face on left side. Because later some slugs will spawn here, heli dropping here. And yeah, one of them will stop here. If you have a strong Thorny and Lapland, you don't need to worry because they will be killed by these ranged operators, ranged guard. Because this one, if you remember, will go downside. Yeah, and the Lapland can kill easy. But if you have some operator here face on left side, you can help kill. So even without the skill, you don't risk that slug to leak. As you can see, Horn can deal a lot of damage here. Just keep the DP. Sarah here face on top side, remember. And then Mizuki here face on left side. The facing direction is really important to change the flows. Now deploy another medic defender here. And get one more DP. Ifrit here, face on bottom side. And now you can retreat the Flag Vanguard. But you still have one extra slot. So if you want, you can just use, keep this formation and bring, like, for example, Yato Alter, Texas Alter to heli drop in case of emergency. That's why I left you this extra deployment limit. So you can use it in any type you want, to be honest. Also, the flutes here, as you can see, will directed on top side to Horn as well, so Horn can charge the skill at normal speed, maybe a bit faster. And this Vanguard. So, if you don't have any operator here faced on left side, or because you didn't deploy Thorny in the middle, but here, because here is really important, since you need to have this attack range to help Ifrit to recover from the stun later. If you didn't take any heli drop to help you, then just deploy the Flag Vanguard to help kill the Slug later spawning here in the middle. But if you took a heli drop, then it's not necessary. Heli drop will make the clear not AFK anymore, since you needed to drag and deploy in case you see something bad is happening. That's it. Or you can just AFK till the end. Yeah, this caster. This caster will basically prioritize to choose an operator on the flux, and will choose them as target, creating a cross, so like cross tile, blocking the flux and stunning the operator, and that trap can be killed by other operators. So now let me show you. For example, now this enemy will use it on Ifrit, and as you can see, we created this thingy, which can be damaged and killed. But when he's alive, will stun this caster. So in this case, Ifrit. As you can see, my Ifrit, my torso is killing and killed it. Also, that thingy will block the flux, so basically making the combo with these goat enemies. Because these goat enemies, when attacking an operator, which is not on the flux, will cause AoE damage instead of physical damage. As you can see, AoE damage. But no need to worry, if it's one AoE damage only, the healing here is more than enough. That's why we need the thorns here, based on top side to help kill it. At least the damage bottom side will not be that 2 AoE. Okay, bottom side as well, using the skill here. So they are pretty tanky. If you ask why he's using on Sarah, is because, you know, this operator ambusher type will be less likely to be hit by enemies. Also here on top side, yeah, remember that these goat casters will target 2 operators. Here one is because when he's outside of the range, Ifrit was the only one who can be hit. So when it reaches here, and if you cannot kill in time, it will target Ifrit and Nerd, in this case, because I deployed Nerd as last operator. So if you don't want that AoE damage, you can deploy Nightingale after, Nightingale before, after Nerd. So you deploy Nerd first, and then Nightingale, but on this tile here, near to Ifrit. So these casters, now they are not on the field, but when these casters are here, basically, will hit the Nightingale and the Ifrit and not Nero, not causing any damage on top side. But this is also fine, at least for me it's fine, because I have Nero as a healer, so it's not a really big problem. That's why I'm deploying Nightingale here. So yeah, that's it. Also, if you want, maybe turning Seria's second skill is better, so at least second skill can heal to top side as well, healing this and healing this as well. Since it's not a really big problem about the skill points charge for the second skill. Important is you can heal these operators. So Seria's second skill, first skill up to you is the same effect, but the second skill maybe is better. Also, as 250, the mini boss will spawn, but you have Horn here with the skill, which you can probably kill already. You can see, almost dead. Yeah, 1 HP remain. Into a circle here, and then later we go on top side. So even if you don't have Horn, it's fine, because when the enemy will go on top side, going here will be killed by Thorns plus Ifrit, and yeah. If you want, you can swap here to Blades as well, but if you have Blades here, you will need better medics, or maybe 2 medics, so you cannot deploy here the Vanguard anymore, because you need to use that deployment limit to deploy a medic on top side to help heal. But if you want a more stable run, just deploy Medic Defender here. Okay, last few enemies, guys. Okay, last one is this one. And here we go. Really simple. By doing this, we can take the rewards here as well. So, 20, 200, 500, 1500 Orundum in total. Not bad. Really, not bad. So, hope this video helped you to complete it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye!